How's it going, everyone? My name is Michael SK, and welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remastered. In the last episode, we really just got more explanations, stuff that we already do know, but it was all coming from Saber, because Rin is our enemy. Yes, we are enemies in this go-around, which, makes sense. There's no reason for Shirou and Rin to team up this time around. It would benefit Shirou for sure. Rin doesn't really get anything out of it. Now, if these two pairs were to work together this time around, they would be a powerhouse. But no, they're in it for themselves, Rin and Archer. So that's just how it is here. Saber had to really give the explanations in the last go around, where their discussion was actually interrupted before with Rin moving in. That's just not happening this time around. So the relationship between Shirou and Saber, I think, is going to be pretty damn steady from the beginning, instead of, having to work towards it through the story. So we don't have to worry about any of that. But since it's noon already and we missed breakfast, we decide to have lunch for now. Saber can't turn into spirit form like Archer, since unlike the other masters, I'm not providing her the magical energy that she needs, among some other issues. It goes without saying that I'm an inexperienced master. She says that she can prevent the consumption of magical energy by getting sleep, but she can't replenish it no matter how much she limits herself. In that case, the only way to replenish her energy is by eating food. Since I'm in charge of the meals, I can't cut corners.
サーバントは魔力で実体化しているんだろう。それじゃあセイバーの魔力は回復しないんだから戦っていけばいくほど弱っていくのか。
After putting away the dishes, I ask while I fold my apron.
全く回復しないというわけではありません。魔力というものは活動しているうちは絶え間なく生成されるものです。自然からの供給がないサーバントでも自身の魔術回路だけで少なからず魔力を補充することはできます。
なんだ、なら問題はないんじゃないのか。
さて、どう説明したものか。そうですね。そこの水道を例えにしましょう。
Yeah, I tend to use, kitchen utensils and tools, and I guess a sink, maybe even a fridge as an example for things.
今蛇口から水滴がこぼれていますね。それが私自身の魔力生成量だと思ってください。今の状態なら少しずつではありますが、水は私に溜まっていきます。さて、このこぼれている水ですが、これはグラスが重ければ重いほど蛇口の線が開かれていくのです。私はグラスに水が入っている限り蛇口から水を出し続けます。けれどグラスの水がなくなった時、つまりグラスに溜まった魔力を使い切った時、蛇口は完全に閉まってしまう。そうなれば水の供給はなくなり、グラスはずっと乾いたままでしょう。それがサーバントにとっての消滅です。肉体を維持できぬほどの傷を負うか、自身を保つほどの魔力を維持できなくなるか。後者の例はそうあり得ることではありませんが。
Well, it kinda happened in a few bad endings in the previous route.
けどグラスに一滴でも水が残っていればいいんだろう。少しでもグラスに魔力、重さがあれば蛇口の線は開いてるんだから、時間が経てばまたグラスに水は溜まる。
そうですね。ですがこのグラスに溜まった水は常に失われていくのです。水はこうしている間にも使われていますし、戦闘となればその消費量はさらに勢いを増す。逆に言えば強力な行動ほど水を多く消費するのです。私の宝具を使用するのならば、グラスに水が満ちていようと一瞬で空になる危険もある。
Which we have seen. And this is getting complicated. To sum it up, since I am figuratively Saber's faucet, she can only restore magical energy at a slow pace since I am only providing the equivalent of a drip. So to fill the cup with water, she has to vanquish her enemies swiftly, followed by resting and conserving energy as efficiently as possible.
それじゃあ宝具を使うなんてのはとんでもない贅沢ってことか。
そうですね。 ですが使えないということはありません。威力を抑えれば一度ぐらいは可能でしょう。
何言ってんだ。そんなことさせられるか。セイバー、宝具を使うのは禁止だぞ。そんなんで死なれたりしたらどう謝っていいかわからない。
Saber sets her tea down. Yeah, I mean, it is a complicated situation, but, you know, discussing this early on is actually really beneficial. She frowns and reaches for the tea. Then, we're thankfully interrupted by the phone ringing.
日曜日、この時間にうちにかかってくる電話。
Yeah, I wonder who's giving us a good old phone call here. I have a good idea of who it is, and I'm terrified of what'll happen if I were to ignore the call.
はい、もしもし、エミヤですけど。
はーい、もしもし、藤村です。
Oh, hello. I feel dizzy. She's so overpowering. The sound of her voice is enough to pull me back to the everyday reality from before all of this nonsense that has happened overnight.
なんだよ。断っておくけど、俺は暇じゃないぞ、藤根。
何よ、私だって暇じゃないわよ。今日も京都でお休み返上して教え子の面倒を見てるんだから。
Hey, that's a you decision, but also a really, you know, a really good one to make. It's strange. It's like she's right in front of me, puffing with pride.
そうか。なら世間話をしている場合じゃないな。こっちには火事も泥棒もサーカスも来てないから、安心して部活動に励んでくれ。
I tried to cut the conversation short.
ちょっと待った。恥をしのいでお姉ちゃんが電話してるっていうのに、要件も聞かずに切ったら大変なんだから。
Yeah, and I've been neck deep in it for the past night. Not that saying so would help any. Though I suppose she's desperate enough to make a call. Oh, she really is in trouble, maybe?
はいよ。で、要件は何？
シロ、私お弁当が食べたいな。シロが作った甘々の卵焼きとかどうなのよ。以上、注文終わり。至急弓道部まで届けられたし、勝ち。
Huh. I don't quite remember this from the previous route. Honestly, what is up with that teacher?
たく、しょうがねえよな。猛獣って腹減ると暴れるっていうし。
I put my apron back on. Well, there's leftovers from lunch anyway, and rolled omelets are easy enough to add. We're just gonna go and do this, I
よ
guess.
し、できた。セイバー、ちょっと留守番頼む。
Yeah, she's not gonna like this.
すぐに戻ってくるから待っててくれ。
She's not gonna like this idea. I head out to the hallway, carrying Fujine's lunch. She's gonna want to come with. Saber follows. Yeah, she's gonna stick with us here. I put on my shoes. When I look up, Saber is also putting on her shoes without saying a word.
セイバ
My voice is annoyingly timid. I can already tell what she's going to say, but I have to ask.
ー、その、
外出するのなら同伴します。サーバントはマスターを守るものですから。シロを一人で外を歩かせるなど危険です。
Well, might as well introduce you to the rest of the cast. Get that over with. It's gonna happen sooner or later. It's just that in the last route, it was only to Sakura and the teacher. Why do I always forget her name? He was just saying it too. I knew it. Well, this is something we would have run into eventually. This is a good opportunity, so I should tell her now.
セイバー、マスターってのは人目につくことを避けるんだろ？なら昼間は安全だよ。人気のない場所に行かない限り、あっちから仕掛けてくることはない。
それは承知しています。ですが万が一ということもある。シロはまだ未熟ですから、四六時中共にいなければならないでしょう。
At all times, does she mean that literally?
バカ、そんなことできるわけないだろ。大体な、ずっと一緒にいるって、それじゃ寝るときはどうするんだよ。
シロは私を試しているのですか。睡眠中など最も警護すべき対象です。
Now that's a servant. I quickly look away to hide my reddening cheeks and try to take a breath to calm myself down. Damn, how stupid of me. It finally sinks in. This is what it means to fight alongside Saber.
シロー、どうしたのです？そこまで驚くことはないでしょう。昨夜リンが行ったことを私がするだけの話ではないですか。
Wow, are you kidding me? I'm gonna go crazy before we start fighting if you do that.
ダメだそんなの。セイバーにはちゃんと部屋を用意するから、そこを使ってくれ。
Ugh. I won't give in even if you look at me with those eyes.
シロー、いい加減にしてほしい。大抵の矛盾は我慢してきましたが、これは譲歩できない。あなたの方針はマスターとして間違いだらけだ。理由を聞かなければ従いません。
Saber looks up at me frustrated. Her stare makes me want to curl in on myself, but I do my best to fire back.
理由なんてない。いいからおとなしくしてろって言ってるんだ。昼間は大丈夫なんだから、セイバーは休んでいればいいだろう。
断ります。明確な理由を聞かなければ私も引き下がれない。
わかんないやつだな。セイバーは女の子なんだから同じ部屋でなんか寝れるわけないだろう。
Saber freezes.
ともかく帰ってきたら部屋を用意するから、それまで休んでいてくれ。
I make a break for the door. Oh, she's not letting us. She's not gonna let us off that easy. There's no way. There's no way. She's following us, right? My face must be red as a tomato. I slap it as I make my way out. Well, anyway, Saber should be convinced since I told her so firmly. Though I should probably apologize for yelling when I get back. Is she not following us? Oh, come on, there's no way. I go down the hill. It takes me 30 minutes to get to the school, a fair distance normally, though I'm walking pretty fast today. The reason being... Oh, yep, there she is. She follows behind me silently. If I don't do anything, she'll follow me right onto the school grounds. I have to tell her clearly right now.
セイバー、家で待っていてくれって言っただろ。マスターの言うことを聞けないのか？
I stop and turn around. Saber glares at me, and after a moment of clearly mulling over what to say...
さあ、サーバントがマスターの指示に従わないということは、おそらく聞こえなかったのでしょう。
Oh, damn. She got a little bit of that attitude. She grumpily turns away from me. I ignore her and descend the hill. Behind me, ever present, Saber continues to pressure me without saying a word.
いい加減戻れ。これ以上ついてこられると迷惑だって。はっきり言わなくちゃわからないのか？
I glare at the girl that stays exactly 5 meters behind me. I don't know what her problem is, but I'm met with her silent defiance. Jeez. I don't get why she's so mad. And she's just being stubborn now.
そうかよ。じゃあ好きにしろ。
And this time I actually ignore her and start walking. The thing is, if we're actually going to the school, well, I mean, we are going to the school, but if we actually go to the Kyudo Club, isn't that where Shinji's going to be? I go up to the hill that leads to the school. Miyama has a lot of hills, but the slope is especially long. From the school building that sits on top of the hill, you can get an unobstructed view of the whole town. It's a bit past 1 p.m. Fortunately, I don't see any students around on the way. It must be because it's a Sunday and the ones having club practices are taking a break after eating lunch.
ついてるって言えばついてるけどな。さすがにここから先は無理だ。
With a sigh, I surrender. I turn around. Saber is making her way up the hill, still glaring. I imagine that now that I've started to ignore her, she's even more grumpy.
セイバー、
なんでしょう。好きにしていいという。
都合のいいことだけ聞くんだな、お前は。
当然です。私はサーバントですから、ミスミスマスターを危険にさらすわけにはいきません。
わかった。俺の負けだ。諦めたから一緒に学校まで行こう。そうすればお前だって学校が安全だってわかるだろうしさ。
Actually...
それと、さっきは怒鳴って悪かった。
I mean, we all know that the school is pretty much engulfed in a very interesting situation that will pop up later. Oh, you know what? I've meant to talk about this before. Whenever I was doing all my jumping around, finding bad endings and whatever else, I finally figured out why, whenever I click to proceed, that sometimes happens. It's because I'm actually... Oh, hey, we're going to come across Sakura. I don't mean to pull this up as much as, I do. Same thing with the flow chart. But, yeah, so if I just drag up, that's all that is. So when the screen goes like that, I'm accidentally just clicking and holding just a teeny tiny bit and dragging up. That's all that is. That's all that ever was. I was wondering for, 50-ish episodes, and well, there we go. Mystery solved. Because I don't think anybody else told me what that was. I think it was just similar confusion as to what that was, like a glitch or something. I go up the hill alongside Saber.
はい。それでシロの都合がいいのなら構いません。
よし、それじゃあ決まりだ。そうだな。どうせ遅かれ早かれ顔合わせはするんだから。
Yeah, like I said, time to meet the cast. Might as well. That's right. She is bound to meet Fujine and Sakura if she's staying at my place.
そうだ、セイバー。聞き忘れてたけど、その服どうしたんだ？
これはリンがくれたものです。レーターになれない以上、普段着は必要だろうと。
That is unexpected. I'm surprised at Tosuka's kindness, but I'm more surprised that she has such mature tastes.
それじゃあ、あの鎧は？今はうちに置いてあるのか？
Oh, she can magical girl turn into that, or make the armor appear.
私の魔力で編まれたものです。解除するということは
It's a transformation, if you will.
戦闘時になれば、すぐにでも私の体を守るものです。
なんだ。あの武装はいつでも出したり消したりできるってことか。
はい。ですから心配は無用です。ここで敵に襲われようと、シロは私が守護します。
そっか。そりゃ頼もしい。
Maybe it's in reaction to keeping quiet until now that my honest opinion slips out. Saber does not answer to my slip of the tongue and continues up the hill. I mean, he knows that Saber only means well. I mean, we all also know that, but it is a, strange situation, a difficult situation to try to explain the existence of this character. We arrive at school. I can only be open about this now. I can pretend that I'm showing a new transfer student around school. Excuse me.
Saber, もし誰かに呼び止められたら何も言わずに首を振るんだぞ。日本語はわかりませんって顔ができればベストだ。Saber? なんだよ、怖い顔して。脅かしっこはなしだぞ。
いえ、別にシロを見ていたわけではありません。ただ、魔力の残滓が強いもので驚いていただけです。
Yeah.
魔力の残滓？本当か？
Saber says so, but I don't feel anything. Well, not that I can sense magical energy unless it's really concentrated.
はい。と言っても、シロには驚くべきことでもない。リンはシロとは同学年なのでしょ？彼女ほどの魔術師が1年以上いる場所なのです。工房の一つも用意しているでしょうから、どう隠しても魔力は漏れる。
The magical energy that Saber feels seems to be from Tosuka.
あいつも結構同志なんだな。入る前からセイバーに魔力感知されるなんて。あいつ中にいるのか今？
いいえ、リン本人はいないようです。彼女がいるのならもっと強く感じ取れるでしょう。この敷地には魔術師らしき人間はいない。
Now, I still think that Shinji could be on site because he's not really a mage. He doesn't actually have any magical abilities as far as we can tell.
気になる違和
That's
感
why
はあり
Rin
ま
was
すが、
never able to detect
とり
him.
あえず危険はありません。
だから危険なんてないって言っただろ。ほら、中に入るからちゃんとついてこいよ。
I wonder if anything will change as we go in. because that'll be where the bounded field would hit.
あれ、エミヤだ。何？もしかして食事は？
Okay, so this is the captain. I kind of remember her. She's the captain of the club, while, Shinji is the vice captain, right? It comes in handy sometimes to find someone who knows you well enough. Ayako Mitsuzuri. Okay, it has been a while, but I do recall her. It's just that she has never came up. She wasn't involved in the previous route whatsoever. I don't actually think she popped up in the route at all. So this is the first time that she's actually appeared to Shirou in any of this story. Anyways, Ayako Mitsuzuri, the captain of the Kyudo Club, even figured out my reason for being here at a glance.
お疲れ。お察しの通り、飯を届けに来た。藤姉は中にいるか？
いるいる。いやー、助かった。藤村先生ったら空腹でテンション高くて困ってたのよ。学食も休みだしさ、仕方ないんで買い出しに行こうかって考えあぐねてたところ。
Also, do I keep on saying Kyudo Club? It's Kyudo Club, right? Because it's Kyudo. Or is there also a U at the end of that? Whatever.
そこまで深刻だったか。で、買い出しってまさか下の豊悦に一人でか？
そこ以外にどこがあるっていうのよ。ただでさえ備品で金食ってるんだから、非常食に金は避けないでしょ。
As expected from Mitsuzuri, who's notorious for being stingy. By the way, Toyoyetsu is the name of the supermarket in the shopping district. Thank you, game. In the Kyudo Club, anyone who is taking a break and resting their arm muscles is sent on a grocery run as exercise. It's a contradictory custom where it's an excuse to rest your arm, but you have to carry a lot of groceries on the way back.
そりゃ災難だったな。ほら、弁当。遅くなったけど、藤姉に渡してやってくれ。
I hold out the paper bag.
お、豪華三段セット。いいね。久しぶりに見た。
I don't know what she's so happy about, but she smiles. Well, in comparison, she's good at mass production. Mitsuzuri is usually the one who's in charge of dinner at our training camps, and she surprises everyone every time. The world of cooking is vast, considering how her curry was good despite having basically whole potatoes in it. Well, anyway, Mitsuzuri only looks inside the bag, but doesn't take it.
おい、嫌味はいいから受け取れ。中、藤姉が暴れてて大変なんじゃないのか？
そうね。そう思うんなら、さっさと中に入って、藤村先生に手渡してあげるべし。
I mean, I knew that we were going to be going inside. I kind of spoiled myself on that one to display that, hey, I discovered something in the game. But no, we need to go in. We need to see what's going on in there.
だいたいね、入り口であんたを返したなんて言ったら、もっとへそ曲げるに決まってるじゃない。私は藤村先生にしごかれたくはないからね。
She points to the dojo with her chin. True enough, it would be scary later on if I don't at least go see her. It's not like I came here for practice, so I can just leave as soon as I hand her the lunch. I give up and head to the archery range. Where's Saber? Where'd she
お前
go?
も長いんだから、朝のうちに藤姉の弁当ぐらい確認しとけよ。顧問が生徒の昼飯を物欲しそうに見て回る。
いや、それが私も今朝は疲れててさ。最近ちょっと忙しくて、あんまり余裕がないんだな。
Then she suddenly comes close and whispers in my ear.
で、エミヤ。
Oh shit, okay.
あれ
Saber's
何
with
なのよ。
us.
すっごい美人だけど。知り合い？
She asks me in a nervous voice. Yeah, I'm sure anyone would be surprised seeing Saber, especially since she's trying to follow me inside the archery range without saying anything.
どうなのよ、エミヤ。あれ、知り合い？
説明すると複雑なんだが、そういうことにしておいてもらえると助かる。ついでに、あいつが部室に入ってもみんなが騒がないように言い含めてくれると、とんでもなく本に切る。
オッケー。事情は気になるけど、その交換条件は気に入った。エミヤ、後でチャラってのはなしだからね。
Shirou is the absolute worst at making deals with people. I remember how it was when we were going through the other route, trying to get the secret, or I guess harder to achieve, bad ending number 13, where I spoke with Rien instead of Saber before we went to go fight Big Bad Berserker, and he was wanting to pay her back. Yeah, he really put himself into an infinite debt there. I open the door. Saber silently follows behind Mitsuzuri and me. Well, at least she's here with us. We enter the dojo. The archery range after lunch break is noisy like a battlefield.
藤村先生、美咲さんがお腹痛くて死にそうだと言ってます。さっきの乾パン、いつの時代のだったんですか?
Damn, the fucking people here are going through the absolute struggles. Okay, I will one day fully, remember that her name is Fujimura. Somehow I will remember that, because I know that we call her, or Shirou calls her Fujine. I don't want to say that. I want to say her actual name, Fujimura.
そんなのただの腹痛よ。一緒に食べた先生は元気なんだから、美咲さんには昆布茶でも飲ませておきなさい。
大河先生、巻き割ら練
We
習
could
す
also
るんで
just
スト
call
ー
her
ブ移
Taiga.
動させ
We
てくだ
could.
さい。道場の隅は寒いっす。
はい、いい度胸してる君は半ズボンで道場3周、腐った少年ともども叩き直してきなさいね。
先生、出血です。北子くんが鶴で頬を切りました。
ふん、その程度なら保健室に行かなくてもいいわ。裏山に植えてあるアロエでも塗っときなさい。
もうなんだってこんなに裏反ってんのよ、この弓ってば。こんなんじゃうまく張れないじゃない。
そこ上から押さえて張らないの。まだ若いんだから、難しいんなら2人でやんなさい。ひっくり返して切り爪が離れたら後で首を折っちゃうんだから。こうポキッと大事な弓を壊した生徒、私が。
先生、切り子がありません。手が滑ります。
本当？誰か物置に行って在庫を取ってきて。
先生、在庫切れです。原因は先日先生が発注を忘れたことだと思います。
じゃあ1年は野球部から老人バッグちょっぱってく
Oh
るこ
my
と。
god. Okay, yeah, everybody here is going through the absolute struggles in so many
む
ways.
ちゃくちゃだこの先生。
That's what I'm saying, girls. That's what I'm saying. Man, this place doesn't change at all.
さて、
I can't stick around this pandemonium forever.
ちょうどいい。おい、さくら。
I call out to the girl in front of the bow rack.
先輩、
Goddamn, I can't wait for her route. Sakura returns the bow that she is holding and runs to me bewildered.
先輩、どうしたんですか今日は。もしかしてその。
I will say though, like everything in this game is worth looking forward to. I'm excited for this route. I was so excited for the route we just completed. I'm excited for what's to come in all sorts of ways. You know?
藤
That's
根
gonna
に
be a
弁
good
当を
time.
届けに来たんだ。悪いんだけど、あそこでむちゃくちゃ言ってる教師を連れてきてくれ。
はい、そうですよね。そういえば先生、電話してました。
Huh? I'm not sure where her smile goes, but it vanishes at the same time she slumps her shoulders.
そういうこと。藤根、腹減って無理難題言ってるんだろ。手遅れかもしれないけど、とにかく弁当作ってきたから食わせてやってくれ。それと、昨日は遅くなって悪かった。晩飯作っといてくれてサンキュー。
Yeah, it was a really rough night last night.
そう言ってもらえると嬉しいです。
Rough in a lot of ways, you know. She looks behind me. There stands a golden-haired girl that is out of place in the archery range.
先輩、
なんだ、もしかして本当に手遅れか。一応さくらの分も作っといたのも無駄。
そんなことないです。私もお腹減ってます。先生に半分あげちゃったから。
うん、そんなことだろうと思った。さくらのはすぐに食べられるようにしといたから、そう時間は取らないはずだ。ま、みんなもそういう事情なら就職を再開しても文句ないだろうけどな。
そうですね。それじゃあごちそうになりますけど、先輩、今日はずっと道場にいるんですか？
Nope, we're gonna skedaddle.
そうだな。
Oh, never mind.
せっかく来たんだし、部活が終わるまで学校にいるよ。昨日はすっぽかしたし、今日の夕飯は俺が作るから、さくらも食べに来てくれ。
喜んで。それじゃあすぐに先生を呼んできますね。先輩、お弁当だけ置いてどこかに行くのはなしですよ。
Sakura goes to get Fujine in a hurry. When I look back, I see the members buzzing in conversation over Saber, and Mitsuzuri going around explaining things. Well, for now, I think I've accomplished my initial goal.
お腹いっぱい。糖分も頭に回ったし、これでようやく本調子ね。
Damn, this woman has a lot of problems. But so do I. The break room. Fujine sips tea while she eats some sweet bean jelly. It must be because Fujine is calm now, but the sound of bowstring twangs and arrows cutting through the air is all that echoes through the dojo.
先生、そろそろ私も社長に出ますから、失礼しますね。
はいはーい。あ、控えにいる三辻さんに話があるからこっちに来るよう伝えてもらえる？
先輩もゆっくりしていってください。できれば久しぶりに指導してもらえると助かります。
Oh, this isn't the right route for that. Sakura bows and leaves. But as she does so, she stares uneasily at Saber, who is silently watching by the wall.
で、シロはこの後どうするの？部活は5時に終わらせるけど、それまで見学していく？
What should I do? Just from what I see, Saber seems to be gazing at the archery range with interest herself. So I should stay at the archery range, go to the student council room, or show Saber around school. Honestly, what is there to go and do at the student council room? There could be something going on there. But, you know, who knows what? I know that it's possible for, what's his name, Issei? For him to be here, but I don't know. I think we need to stay here at the archery range. Yeah, it would probably cause some trouble if I were to take Saber to walk around school. I should stay in this familiar room and chill until the evening.
決めた。お邪魔じゃなかったら見学してるよ、藤根。
よしよし。それじゃあ私は稽古をつけてくるから、シロはここでボケっとしてなさい。あ、弓を持ちたくなったら遠慮しないでいいからね。シロは私の教え子だし、人一倍なってるんだから。
Hey, what can I say? I suppose I am better than the others on the shooting front. Even though I've been away from it, I'm sure I can get the same results as when I was active. But that's not because of archery skills. I can hit the target like I do mentally while I'm working on magecraft.
それはないよ、藤根。俺には Q が欠けてるじゃないか。
何？日に200以上の矢数をかけよ。その他は弓話に過ぎぬってやつ？シロ。
いや、弓道やってるなら知ってるだろ、これぐらい。ともかく、半端な気持ちじゃ弓は持てないよ。心構えもなってないし、これじゃ会心に入れるかも怪しいもんだしさ。
けどシロ、何も毎日弓を構えて矢数をかけることだけが稽古じゃないよ。弓を持たなくともちゃんと自身を鍛えているなら、それも立派な苦の境地なんだから。そうやってけじめをつけるのもいいけどね、弓に礼を尽くそうとする心もこだわりよ。なんで
Fujine heads to the range. As if tagging in, Mitsuzuri enters. Well, you can only have so many sprites on the screen, after all.
って難しい顔してんじゃん、エミヤ。さては藤村先生に急を据えられたな。
そうなるのかな。あんまりこだわるなって叱られた。あ、いやまあ、実にその通りなんだけどな。
Oh, I worry about everything.
あ、そうなんだ。てっきり興味をなくしてやめたと思ってたけど、まだやる気はあったんだ。それちょっと意外ね。
意外？なんだ、 三つりには俺が弓に飽きたように見えてたのか？
ねえ、だってあんた一回しか的を外さなかったじゃない。私が弓道部に入った時からエミヤはともかく化け物みたいにうまかった。それでね、こいつこんなにうまいともう嬉しくもなんともないんだろうなって。ていうか弓を持たなくても会心に入れるんだから、むしろ弓なんて邪魔じゃないってムカついたもんよ。図星でしょうね。射っていうのはさ、自分を射抜く精神でしょ。弓道の矢は的を射るんじゃなくて、的を狙う自身の心を射るのよ。
That's a whole bunch of baloney.
だから自身と向き合えないもの、自身を射抜けないものにその精神は伝わらない。
You know, back in high school, I was actually somewhat a part of the archery club. It was a very small club. Nobody was interested in that shit. But for some reason, there was a pretty okay stock of bows and arrows on school campus. Absolutely no idea why. And I definitely sucked doo-doo ass whenever I was, participating. But goddamn, it really is truly something different, archery. Yeah, I'm sure this is slightly different than archery, it being called something different, but I think the idea is the same. Maybe. In other words, Kyudo is a way to kill oneself. Oh yeah, totally different. Archery is all about that target. So yeah, this is totally different. To make yourself transparent and aim to be one with nature. The 8 stages of shooting are for that. Ashibumi, the footing. Dozukuri, correct posture. Yuga, fuck, that one's actually throwing me for a loop. Yuga Mae, whatever, readying the bow. God damn, this is the worst part to read. Uchi Okoshi, the action of raising the bow. Hikiwake, drawing of the bow. Kai, the full draw. Hanare, the release. And Zanshin, the follow-through of the shot. Yeah, I didn't really get any of that. I was so focused on pronouncing things somewhat okay. Specifically with Kai, the unity of the target and oneself. With the release of the arrow that has become oneself, that snapshot in time is called Hanare. I almost rolled my R there. I can't roll my R's. The self that becomes further away with a hit, as well as the action and result becoming one, it all converges to make the past and future into a singular point. That is Zanshin. It's a ritual, practice to build oneself. That's right. Basically, Kyudo's process resembles the meditation in magecraft.
釈迦に説法だけどさ。弓道は矢を的中させることはおまけで、本当はそこに至る心構えを得るための道じゃない。けど逆に言えば、弓道ってのは弓がなければその境地にはたどり着けない。そのあたり、エミヤには退屈だったんじゃないかって思ったのよね。私たちは矢を放ってそれが当たった時に、来たって錯覚できる。射は手段に過ぎないって分かっていても、矢が当たったことでしか自分が綺麗になれたのかが分からない。けどエミヤ、あんたは矢の行方なんてどうでもいいタイプよ。弓道において的中させるだけなら誰だってできるのよ。射法発節胴作りなんて面倒なことは簡略して、当たる技術だけを突き詰めれば、とりあえず誰だって的には当てられる。
I mean, for him to know all 8 stages, review them for us in his mind or whatever, I definitely do think he's not disregarding them.
けどそれは当てているだけ。
Maybe.
本当の射は当たるのよ。弓を持つ人間がどんなに下手なやつでもね。
そんなことはないけどな。俺だって的を射抜くために射場に立つんだから。
God damn. You guys see that one guy from Turkey that actually just came up and what did he get the silver medal in shooting? Like he came up hand in pocket looking all chill and shit and he got that shit good. That man was using all 8 stages,
本当なら
honestly.
弓を持って射場に立つよりもっと手っ取り早い方法があるんじ
The
ゃない？
Olympics were really fun to watch.
そもそも弓を持つなんてことがあんたには余分なのよ。あんたさ、前に一度だけ外れを出したじゃない。 その時絶対に動揺してるだろうって見に行ったら、エミヤは今まで通りだった。どうしてって聞いたら、いや今のは外れるイメージだったから外したんだなんてしれっと言うんだもの。結果として外れたんじゃなくて、あんたは自分の意思で外したんでしょ。それで思ったのよ。こいつはいつも的に矢が刺さっている映像を見て、その後に指を離していたんだなって。
何言ってんだ。そんなの基本だろ。三つ釣りだって矢が当たるところを想像してその通りに指を離すんじゃないのか。
当然よ。誰だってね、こうなったらいいな、こうなりたいなっていろいろやるでしょ。けどそれは想像よ。それって自然と一体化してるってことだ。武道でいうところの無の境地だろ。
I don't know if I can actually envision it like that, but I can agree to the nothingness part. Being able to erase oneself to make a circuit is the sign of a strong mage. And to make the self transparent and rid oneself of any attachments and desires to reach a goal, simply chasing after the result. When it comes to making oneself into nothingness, the training in Kyudo and magecraft are similar.
難しい話だな。で、結局何が言いたかったんだ、三つ釣りは。
エミヤは無欲だから透けやすいってこと。もっと強欲で自己中でわがままになれ。若いうちから達人になってもつまんないでしょ。神事を見習えとまでは言わないけど、少しは楽しいことでもやったら。
I'm at a loss for words. On one hand, I don't really see it, but on the other, I can't think of anything that I consider fun.
ほらね、そんなんだからさくらを苦労させてんのよ。若いうちにハメを外しておかないと、年取ってから外し方がわからなくなる。
Honestly, I want to say that's true. I actually want to fully agree with her on that one because when I was in high school and all that, I never really let loose. I just never did. You know, I was a stick in the mud. And now as an adult, I'm definitely still a bit of a stick in the mud, but even if I try to let loose, I just don't know how. I don't know what it means to let loose.
そういうの、世間では解消なしっていうのよ。
Oh. Yeah, I think I fit in that too. She gives me a pointed, do you understand sort of look. Sort of surprising from her.
参ったな。同級生に老後の心配をされるほど深刻だったか。なんだってそこまで俺に構うんだよ、お前は。
だってエミヤ、笑わないでしょ。だから、ずいぶん前の合宿の話。みんなで騒いでた時さ、エミヤだけ私のとっておきのネタでも笑わなかった。
それは、つまり。
それをまだ根に持ってるってわけなのよ、これが。
Damn. She's pretty alright. Mitsuzuri says this, smiling in challenge at me, her chosen opponent. Now, she's pretty okay in my book there. Alright, we'll wrap it up on that note. Oh, that was fun, you know, visiting the club, seeing how things are going on there. Alright. Well, thank you all for tuning on into this one. Honestly, it is nice to finally come back to just, you know, some slice of life moments. Like, sure, there's definitely a war going on. We've seen it. And now that we're starting back over, where things are going to start out slow in the story before they ramp up and we start coming across more masters and servants, it's just nice to, you know, enjoy the slice of life moments that we can get here in the beginning for like 2 or 3 days. And then Shirou decides, no more school for me. We'll see how things go here, but I like this already, you know, drifting direction. We're moving away from, you know, kind of just hiding out at home mostly and trying to train. We're going towards, from the, you know, get-go, living the normal life, even before we actually got to that point in the other route, or at least I'm pretty sure. So I think it's going to be interesting with the mindset that we're running into this route with. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys in another one. Take it easy, guys.